Ist gerade ehrlich Verfolgungsjagd?
You can see this driver is just driving through intersections, blowing through with complete impunity, not really caring much about anything other than getting away from law enforcement at this point. California Highway Patrol is the lead agency for this pursuit. I believe it started with Garden Grove Police Department at some point. Santa Ana Police Department got involved with it. And then California Highway Patrol out of the Westminster station. So I'm going to pull slightly out of the shot just so you can see how many patrol cars are behind the truck. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4. So you got a 4 patrol car police package, pursuit package I should say, following this panel truck. Now flipping a U-turn now on Alondra.
Oh my God.
Backing up into the patrol car. I'm not sure if he did that intentionally to try and make that U-turn, or if it was just to make a U-turn, or to try and back up into that patrol car. But very dangerous situation here now. That definitely raised the stakes for these CHP officers, because now they don't know at what lengths this driver will go to get away. We do not know if he's armed, but definitely he is armed with this panel truck right now. Don't know the gross vehicle weight on this thing, but suffice to say,
we don't know if he's armed, but he's definitely armed.
So more than likely you are not going to see a pit maneuver.
Er meint damit bewaffnet mit dem Auto an sich.
But of course, we know from all the pursuits that we watch, they're going to have to very strategically.
Chat, was sind 50 miles per hour?
Where they can deploy those spike strips, and the only way they can do that it really is to
50 miles per hour, 80 km/h.
After to develop some sort of pattern where they can lay those spike strips out. And so right now still northbound on Alondra Boulevard.
Was macht er?
And he is just all over the place right here. All over the place. Very dangerous situation. Blowing through that intersection right there.
Ich hab Fullcam bereit.
And we will see exactly how they plan to stop this individual. We have seen pursuits before.
Wow, Junge, er fährt links, rechts, links, rechts. Was macht der?
That driver was completely oblivious as to what was behind him and what was coming up alongside him.
Jo!
Looks like they made contact.
Wie gefährlich er fährt. Also respektlos auch. Guck mal, er fährt aber in Kurven. Was macht er da?
And I'm not sure if he's doing that on purpose or if he's just losing control. There's nothing in the back of the truck, so it doesn't have a huge payload, if you will, on board.
Also damit tut er auf jeden Fall kein Verarschen. Oh mein Gott. Er wird langsamer. Hä? Und jetzt gibt er wieder Gas. Hä? Also, oh mein Gott. Geisterfahrer.
Probably what you're thinking. He's doing this intentionally. Now on the other side, wrong side of traffic, making a wild left-hand turn right now onto Woodruff.
Whoa!
Here in the Norwalk area. Still going. Right now pushing up against 40 miles per hour and accelerating. He's at our 3 o'clock.
Er ist wieder Geisterfahrer. Oh mein Gott.
Oh my goodness. This is not going to end well. This potentially could be a pursuit where they may try and 1022 this or surveil this individual. He is just driving wildly all over the place. And my fear here is that with that heavy a vehicle, that size of a vehicle, he's going to lose control, he's going to crash into someone.
Ich muss echt aufpassen, dass jetzt hier nicht irgendwas Krasses passiert, Unfall oder so, da muss ich ganz schnell Vollbildschirm machen. Weil der fährt so krass gefährlich.
So right now we're on Woodruff.
Unter Brücke. Ah. Ich weiß, dass unter Brücke immer sehr clever ist, um Helikopter abzuhängen, aber wenn du direkt hinter dir Polizeiwagen hast, bringt dir das natürlich nichts.
Still making a wild turn here and
Aber der klaut ja gerade nicht mal irgendwas. Das check ich nicht. LKW ist leer. Was macht er da?
You know, probably you are listening to them already radioing ahead to other CHP divisions and potentially other agencies.
Oh nein.
Man, did you see how he passed
Yo.
that one car? Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure they saw their lives flash right in front of their face.
Ihr müsst euch vorstellen, das ist ein riesen LKW, wenn das auf euch zufährt. Er ist immer noch Geisterfahrer. Yo! Digga, er riskiert gerade so viele Menschenleben. Yo, what the fuck, bro?
That driver completely oblivious as to what's going on here. And this guy's just all over the place. It's just so surreal that he's using that vehicle potentially as a weapon. Oh, okay.
Er fährt auf dem Parkplatz. Er fährt auf dem Parkplatz. Aber er fährt direkt wieder raus, oder? Ja. Er hat eine Taktik. Oh mein Gott, er fährt irgendwo gegen. Oh mein Gott, es fällt was ab und direkt rüber. Oh mein Gott, da fehlt was. Er hat auf jeden Fall was von der Schnauze verloren. Ich dachte, das war's jetzt kurz. Digga.
Because it is a heavy vehicle and there's not much that's on the road that can withstand the weight and the size of that vehicle. Now, normally we might say, just because as we look at our speedometer, he's not really going that fast. Normally we might say that he's not particularly going at a speed that is really dangerous, but this is still dangerous when you look at the way this individual is driving.
Digga, ich hoffe, der beruhigt sich jetzt ein bisschen. Hoffentlich wird er gepackt. Er hat so dicke Eier. Das hat nicht mal mehr was mit Eier zu tun. Das ist einfach... Der hat einfach einen Schaden im Kopf. Wisst ihr, wie ich meine? Es gibt einen dicken Unterschied. Hä? Parkplatz. Digga, wie gefährlich viel mit so einem LKW. Oh mein Gott, Digga. Er macht...
Made contact with that car right there. Tore its bumper off. That driver's pulling over. I'm glad they're okay, but now this driver appears to be following, perhaps to try and make contact with the driver of that truck. I don't know.
Digga.
But if he's looking for a place to dump that truck so that he can bail out,
aber was ist so sein... Was erhofft er sich?
It's huge and it's quite visible, so it's not like he can hide somewhere and you know, have enough speed to put distance between himself and those patrol vehicles. So it's just hard to know what is going through this individual's mind.
Er wird langsamer. Er wird langsam. Was ist los? Na, einfach nur getrollt. Oh,
so
nice.
We're still on Del Amo Boulevard, still westbound on Del Amo Boulevard. Picking up a little bit of speed. He's gone now from 40 miles per hour into the 50s. Low 50 mile per hour. See where our patrol
Er ist immer noch auf der richtigen Seite der Straße.
Still right on his heels.
Oh shit, jetzt sind die wieder an seinem Arsch, die Polizei. Was macht er? Was macht er?
And we're trying to get to an area where we can perhaps look inside the driver's side window and see how many people might be in this truck, because we do not know how many people might be in there. It was carjacked and stolen by a lone subject,
Digga, wie da auch die Straße und sowas steht. Das ist heftig.
The windows aren't really tinted that dark, but we'll have to wait until we get beyond these trees here to try and get a perspective of who is inside this car.
Digga, ich hab die Fullcam so bereit, ne? Das Auto ist geklaut worden. Ja, Digga. Also er macht's ja nur schlimmer.
Not clear if he's signaling other drivers or exactly what he's doing, but he's just moving around in there, very agitated.
Er wird langsam. Er bremst. Er bremst ab.
And now he's in a little bit of traffic here.
Oh nein. Oh shit. Er ist... also entweder er macht jetzt richtige Scheiße oder er hat verloren. Er hat verloren. Er hat verkackt. Oder wartet er gerade einfach am Ampel ab? Nee, er versucht... er steigt aus. Oder? Digga, was... warum packt die Polizei jetzt nicht zu? Hä?
So kind of hard to see in there.
Zivilisten sind überall.
But I don't see what appears to be more than two people.
Nee.
Looks like just one driver inside the vehicle right now. And I'm thinking he's going to go around this car. He hasn't really waited for anybody, but right now he seems to be just complying with regular traffic laws right now. But,
das war's.
Just defies logic because
ja, Autos aus.
He's been driving.
Das war's.
Why would he comply now?
Hä?
And so all traffic's
nee,
moving. He's
er hat aber nur seine Lichter ausgemacht. Er hat getrollt. Oh mein Gott, bruh. Oh mein Gott, bruh. Er hat einfach nur seine Lichter ausgemacht. Jetzt sind die Lichter wieder an. Er hat aber Troll, er hat aber Fortnite Dance gemacht auf Polizei.
So just very bizarre behavior. And I'll tell you, it just goes to show you, just because it's the holiday season, criminals are still fully engaged doing their job of being criminals.
Was versucht der Moderator mir hier gerade zu erzählen? Er sagt einfach, nur damit ihr wisst, auch während der Ferienzeit und Weihnachtszeit sind Kriminelle am kriminellen Sachen machen. Nice, danke für die Info, Bro. Ich hätte gedacht, die hören auf zur Weihnachtszeit.
We're in the Long Beach Lakewood area, westbound on Del Amo Boulevard. No excessive speeds right now, but we have seen him pick up speed.
Digga.
Of course, our CHP vehicles are still in place. They are still right on his heels. And we have not heard any discussion about any potential spike strips or anything like that now pulling over or slowing down at least. So it looks like we got a combination of CHP and maybe Garden Grove Police Department still on this. Let's take a look.
Jetzt haben die ihn. Ich check aber auch nicht, warum die nicht vorfahren.
Okay. So I'm being told that CHP may have 1022 the pursuit now that it's off the freeway, and now we have
Oder so vorfahren.
Police agency that is in pursuit. I'm going to try and zoom in at some point and see who this is. It may be Garden Grove because that is where it originated. And by the way, if you are just joining us, thank you again for joining us on the NBC LA streaming app and all of our streaming platforms. I'm Roland Sproul with my pilot and partner Sorrow, and you are watching live images of a police pursuit now in the Long Beach Lakewood area of this white panel truck. This is a pursuit that
ist Rot extra dafür angegangen?
LKW gehabt. Und der ist noch hinten offen.
Aber was geht ab, Jungs?
Er rennt!
Er rennt, ja, Mann.
Nee. Was geht ab, Jungs?
Er hat doch gerade fast aufgegeben, Bruder. Er hat an der Ampel gewartet.
Dann war es das komplett. Warum ist er denn gekommen?
Hamid, was geht?
Was geht?
Was geht, Hamid?
He's just sort of opening and closing his door.
Bruder, bitte, wir brauchen Content, mach weiter.
Bruder, bitte fahr. Bitte fahr.
Fahr, Bruder, fahr!
Officers not quite yet out of their cars just yet. And as I was saying before, this a pursuit that started in Garden Grove. This is a stolen panel truck here that you see. It was carjacked out of the Garden Grove area. It has traversed a number of surface streets and freeways, the 22 and the 405, the 605 freeway, and then now off on surface streets here. We're at Del Amo and Cherry Avenue in the Long Beach area. A single
macht wieder Prank.
Single driver inside.
Hat wieder Prank gemacht.
And this is interesting. This is
aber Auto raucht.
So I'm wondering,
LKW raucht.
I don't think we missed a spike strip attempt. But
Full cam is ready.
it may be the way he's been driving this van. He did drive over a sidewalk and a couple concrete barriers earlier in a parking lot, so he may have done some damage to the van, causing it to smoke now. So we'll see how long this plays out here and whether or not he has caused enough damage for this thing to come to a peaceful end here. And it looks like I see what looks like maybe a little bit of maybe a little fire on those tires right there. Looks like either they got a spike strip or he did some damage to that tire right there on the passenger side. We'll try and get back around and take a look at that.
Wenn der Crash wird vorher die Kamera ausgemacht, weil die haben für sowas ein Delay im Live. Das muss es gewesen sein. Oder er wartet, bis irgendwer aussteigt auf Clever. Bleibt er jetzt stehen? Digga, er hat schon 5 Pranks gemacht, ne? Er hat ehrlich schon 5 Pranks gemacht.
And he can go at any time he wants. I don't know why he's sitting there. Maybe it's a red light. But that hasn't stopped him
Prank.
in past intersections.
Prank, Bro, wieder.
Got the green light. He's
Prank wieder gemacht.
And again, still smoking on that passenger side.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And I don't know, my pilot thinks that light might not be fire, but maybe that passenger side marker, reflect or signal, perhaps. But let's see if we can get in there. Yeah, that might be what it is. It might be one of the.
Digga, da kommt auf jeden Fall Rauch raus. Da kommt auf jeden Fall Rauch raus.
Markers on the front of the van. But one thing we do know for sure, that tire is smoking. And that is going to cause him some problems, so let's see how he handles that.
Bro, seine Pranks fucken ab, Digga. Was bringen diese Pranks überhaupt mit stehen bleiben und weiterfahren? Also als hätte er jetzt... will er nur noch ein bisschen spielen, oder was?
Now we are westbound right now on Del Amo still, passing Atlantic Avenue. We're in the Bixby Knolls area, or coming into the Bixby Knolls area of Long Beach, if you're familiar with that area.
Er will noch seine letzte Freizeit genießen.
Restaurants, pretty close to Cal State Long Beach, that area.
Dann Dankeschön für dein Gift-Sub, ja.
Now he has stepped up his speed a little bit, about 50 miles per hour. And those Garden Grove officers still on his heels. I'm not sure yet if they are getting an assist from Long Beach Police Department, but from all indications it looks like the CHP, and then we got quite a huge pursuit package now. As you see all those police cars there, there's got to be at least a dozen there.
Denke, da kommt so viel Rauch raus.
You can see that truck
auf beiden Seiten.
smoke even more. But he has given no indication he's going to give up or he's trying to bail out or anything like.
Oh. Oh! Es geht weiter. Was ist auf dem Boden? Was sind das für Zeichen?
Is the car door open on one of the patrol vehicles? They're going to probably try and get this other driver out of the way here. Okay, so they got that driver out.
Ey, jetzt sag mir bitte nicht, das ist wieder ein Prank.
Subject's moving around inside. He's doing something. He's maybe putting a jacket on or something like that. Hard to tell.
Er zieht sich eine Jacke an?
Let's see if I can see what's going on this tire here. Sorry for the jerky camera, but as we come around here, I'm trying to adjust to the helicopter movement here, and it looks like that passenger side tire is flat. Again, don't know if we missed a spike strip attempt that they made, a successful spike strip. I haven't seen one. Haven't seen that they were even in the position to deploy one, but that is part of deploying spike strips, is being I guess sneaky enough to be able to deploy one before they actually have a chance to, before the driver has a chance to know that one is being deployed. Officers out of their cars right now.
Die gehen raus. Das muss jetzt eine andere Situation sein als eben.
So we're at Del Amo and Long Beach Boulevard in the Long Beach area.
Guck mal, wie viele, Junge. Ja, Bro, mit seiner Fahrweise hat er dafür gesorgt, dass so viele Polizisten am Ende dastehen. Wenn das jetzt ein Prank ist, ne, das war der Prank des Jahrtausends. Wenn das jetzt nochmal ein Prank war. Aber es kann nicht sein.
He's been inside the cab of that truck. Very animated, just looked like he was putting on a jacket or something like that. It's kind of hard to see with the glare right here, but right now for law enforcement, time is on their side as they try and make call-outs and get the driver to come out of the vehicle. So it looks like one patrol officer
Okay, stopp den Verkehr. Vor allem die Autos, die einfach ganz normal dran vorbeifahren, Digga. Stell dir mal vor, ihr fahrt da an der Kreuzung dran vorbei, Bro. Ich fahr doch nicht vorbei. Natürlich bleibe ich stehen. Was zur Hölle?
To floor it right now and blow right through this intersection, but for whatever reason he's not doing that. I don't think the truck is completely incapacitated in any way, shape, or form. I just think he's probably taking stake in what's going to happen next here and how possibly he can get out of this situation. Whether he should give up or maybe bail out.
Ich glaube, der hat keinen Sprit mehr.
You know, continue on with the pursuit. We just don't know at this point.
Boah, wenn er jetzt weiterfährt, ne? Der fährt, guck mal, die fahren ganz normal weiter, Verkehr. Ich war umgedreht, Bro. Stell dir vor, der hat eine Waffe oder so und knallt nochmal irgendwelche Leute ab. Da fahr ich doch nicht lang. Guck mal hier. Der biegt einfach ganz entspannt. Die biegen ganz entspannt an dem ab. Digga, was soll das? Als wär's so ein normaler Tag einfach.
If you're a criminal and you're gonna carjack a big panel truck like this, you just gotta know you're not gonna be able to operate this thing with any level of speed or any level of
Normalster Abend in der Hood.
tactical driving, if you will. That's gonna allow you to get away from these patrol vehicles. I mean, they all have police packages on them. They're able to, you know, keep up with most vehicles and blow past most vehicles on the roadway. But that didn't really seem to matter to this individual. He just seemed intent on trying to get away. Thought this was just going to be a typical Saturday. I'll just carjack a white panel truck and do what I'm going to do with it. But obviously, Garden Grove Police Department had a different plan for him.
Digga, was ich für Story-Markierung bekommen, respektlos.
But the choice is his right now to give up and completely comply.
Er muss aufgeben. Jetzt geht die Polizei nach vorne. Amre, danke für den Sub im 8. Shabab. Ich glaube, er schreibt seiner Fam. Stellt euch mal vor, er ist in dem Auto und spielt Clash of Clans. Er hat so gesehen, Schuhwasche greift dein Dorf an. Und jetzt fährt er weiter. Oh mein Gott. Es war ein Prank. Es war ehrlich ein Prank, Bro. Oh mein Gott. Der 4. Prank, Bro. Nach mir muss man natürlich sagen, oh, was? Er wartet so lange. Und jetzt lässt er alles stehen und fährt weiter auf entspannt. Er hat ehrlich kurz ein Clash of Clans Dorf beschützt. Junge. Oh mein Gott. Jetzt bleibt er wieder stehen. Na, Bruder, Bruder, er spielt mit denen. Er spielt mit denen.
And that passenger side tire still continues to smoke.
Jetzt bleib wieder stehen. Nein, das macht keinen Sinn. Jetzt. Gleich. Aha. Rückwärtsgang aus Versehen drin. Ah, nee. Was macht er? Oh. Was macht er?
Sort of a wild fishtail movement there as he moves on, continuing westbound on Del Amo Boulevard. You see the night sun there. Sorrow, who's our gonna find out here for you who our airship is, but
Jetzt bleibt. Oh mein Gott, er macht wieder seinen Prank. Macht er YouTube-Video, macht er Twitch-Stream? Was macht er? Er macht Content daraus. Oh. Muss zurück. Nee. Er hat's abgewartet. Oder? Oder hat er sich nur neu... Okay. Jetzt nehmen wir rum. Digga, ich dachte schon, Helikopter muss zurück.
So the vehicle right now stopped at the intersection of Del Amo and Susanna Road. This is in Long Beach. And again, it's just a game of cat and mouse where he stops.
Warum hat der Helikopter sich so schlecht positioniert jetzt?
Using perhaps this as a ploy to get officers out of their cars, out of their vehicles, relaxed, thinking that he's going to give it all up, and then he punches right through the intersection again and proceeds on.
Er wird wieder fahren. Der fährt wieder los. Ich hätte als Polizist so keine Lust mehr, ne? Die ganze Zeit stoppt. Aber du kannst auch nicht aktiv auf ihn losfahren, weil am Ende hat er eine Waffe dabei oder so. Und dann bist du halt gearscht.
CHP is our airship. At one point we had the Duke aircraft
das ist krass.
from Orange County Sheriff's Department. On the pursuit, so we had 2 airships. We're down to 1 airship, I believe, right now, and that is CHP.
Er bleibt wieder stehen, Digga.
Now, if you all are joining us again,
Bro, er bedankt sich, dass die Leute beim Stream zuschauen. Er bedankt sich bei den Subs und so.
Garden Grove Police Department, CHP, in pursuit of a stolen white paneled truck. That's that one right there that you see in the middle of your frame. Stolen out of Garden Grove after being carjacked.
Digga, er zieht da so durch, ne?
It is a pursuit that has traversed a number of different freeways and surface streets.
Oh.
From surface streets in Garden Grove to
Sah so aus, als würde er ins Poltern kommen.
To the 22
Half Aim, danke für deinen Prime Sub, Bro.
The 605 freeway, and now back on the surface streets where we are right now in the city of Long Beach.
Oben steht auch immer die Straße, ja, das habe ich schon gemerkt. Das ist krass, das ist ehrlich krass. Das wird ja in Deutschland niemals passieren, ne, dass sie sowas einfach live streamen. Stellt euch mal vor. Ich finde, man bekommt in Deutschland sowas ja auch nicht mal mit. Aber ich glaube, die pushen eigentlich ja sogar, also es ist dumm. Wie viele Zuschauer haben die? 22.000, verrückt.
You know, vehicles that size, they may have governors on them as well to keep them from going too fast. But it is a fairly heavy vehicle in terms of gross vehicle weight. So this guy has been all over the road with it.
Digga, Kaisenet guckt da auch gerade zu. Das ist verrückt. Kaisenet guckt auch einfach gerade zu. Verrückt. Ehrlich heftig.
The back door of the truck is open, and so we can see inside there's nothing in the back of it. Perhaps he thought at some point that he was carjacking or stealing a truck that had plenty of Christmas goodies or something inside it.
Imagine, er schaut den Livestream gerade selber. Er macht Donation bei Kaisenet. Bro, I'm the driver.
So there's no additional payload to the truck, and that definitely could have... the extra weight could have definitely impacted the operation.
Macht TikToks.
I would go out on a limb and say he's not really operating it all that well or that safely thus far. So, Garden Grove Police Department in pursuit. It has changed hands from Garden Grove
Fette Brücke gewesen. Bringt aber gar... Guck mal, jetzt macht er wieder seine Taktik. Oh, Bruder. Was bringt dir deine Taktik? Du kannst sie so oft spammen, wie du willst. Du wirst sie ja nicht los, die Polizisten.
Air asset overhead. And I'm just trying to see, it looks like that's Garden Grove Police, but it's kind of hard to tell. And of course they've got a couple of patrol vehicles here. I'm also trying to see who else might be involved. There's the sheriff, LA County Sheriff Department also involved. So you've got Garden Grove Police Department, you got the Sheriff Department from LA County Sheriff, and you got CHP as our air asset overhead involved in this chase.
Guck mal hier. Der ist wieder am Warten. Der guckt rechts, links, ob irgendwer aussteigt. Der wird eh weiterfahren. 100%. Sein Trick funktioniert nicht mehr. Oh mein Gott, das raucht aber heftig. Vielleicht hält er auch deswegen ab und zu an. Wegen Überhitzung. Oh, Funken. Man sieht Funken. Oder bin ich dumm, Chat? Habt ihr auch Funken gesehen an den Reifen? Ja. Reifen ist dead. Reifen ist tot. Ah, der ist verrückt. Oh, oder? Schwarze Bildschirm, oder? Oh, ich dachte, das heißt jetzt irgendwas. Dass sie was nicht zeigen dürfen. Die schalten einfach nur um, okay. Ey, der zieht das aber sehr lange durch, muss man sagen, ne? Der zieht das echt sehr lange durch.
Let's see here. I'll let you know where we're at here in just a second. Picking up a little bit of speed. Okay, not on the freeway. He's on Wardlow Road right now. Wardlow and Magnolia in the Long Beach area. And it looks like we've got 2 flat tires possibly. That driver's side is not looking very healthy. So, folks, we've got 2 flat tires.
Boah, der kann nicht mehr lange durchziehen. 2 platte Reifen. Das wird jetzt das Ende. Das wird jetzt das Ende, Chat.
Flat tires in the front. Yeah, I just said that.
Yo.
Up on the curb, up on the island.
Wow. Was zu?
Passed through, just crashed into, I believe that was a light.
Er hat Kontrolle verloren. Er muss die Kontrolle verloren haben. Das hat er ja niemals absichtlich gemacht. Das war's. Digga, das kann jetzt kein Prank sein. Oh mein Gott. Er fährt zurück, er fährt weiter. Nein! Oh. Jo. Er kann nicht mehr weiterfahren. Er kann nicht mehr gerade weiterfahren. Seht ihr das? Er versucht weiterzufahren. Er kriegt's nicht hin. Reifen ziehen nicht mehr zur Seite. Reifen ziehen nicht mehr zur Seite. Hä? Oh mein Gott. Was für eine Beschreibung? This guy is nuts. This guy is nuts. Digga, aber das juckt die Amis gar nicht, ne?
This is a very dangerous situation here. Officers out of their cars, got him at gunpoint.
Jetzt muss er aufgeben. Also das ist ja jetzt seine aussichtsloseste Situation, die er hatte. Da rauszukommen ist das Ding der Unmöglichkeit. Er ist ja gerade nicht mal mehr vorne, er konnte nicht mehr gerade nach vorne fahren.
At this point, because he's essentially using this truck as a weapon, and I'm fairly certain that it's being perceived that way.
Er muss aufgeben. Digga, er hat seine Hände nicht oben. Oder? Er rastet aus, glaube ich.
He's moving around in there. He's, like I said, I've been saying seems to be very agitated, animated, and it's just hard to imagine what's going through his head. Is he mentally unstable? We just don't know at this point. This is a good position right here. So again, we've got a K9 here.
Das muss es gewesen sein.
K9 officer. Okay, copy that. I hope it is over. I hope it is over.
Bro, das in der Situation. Er haut gegen den Ding. Hä?
We just don't know. The way this guy's been driving and playing cat and mouse with them.
Digga, was hat er für lange Arme oder bin ich blind? Er haut nochmal überall gegen. Digga, sieht aus, als wäre da Slenderman drinne. Ist das überhaupt ein Mensch? Seht ihr auch, dass das ich sehe?
It's not a good situation whatsoever. It's a situation that just doesn't appear as though it's going to end very well. Now, here's somebody walking behind that truck. I don't know why in the heck he would be back there. Because
ist da überhaupt ein Mensch drinne?
this guy loves to back up.
Irgendwas passiert da gerade drinne. Irgendwer rastet aus. Komplettes Ausrasten. Oha! Mit Spiegel kaputt schlagen. Irgendwas platzt. Schüsse. Granaten. Aber er hat einfach reingeworfen. Er hat einfach ins Auto reingeworfen. Die erste.
Okay, so it looks like they're putting less lethal rounds into the cab.
Er muss selber raus. Die schmeißen Sachen rein, glaube ich.
Less than lethal rounds inside. And it looks like they're also injecting some pepper gas or cartridges inside there to try and smoke him out, possibly.
Er muss ja jetzt raus. Ja, er muss raus. Okay, jetzt bin ich gespannt, wie der Typ aussieht. Ich erwarte so einen richtig langen Typen. Der die Arme, die ich da drin gesehen habe, die sich bewegt haben.
Okay, so you saw what just happened there. K9 advanced forward. He shut his door. I don't know what he's doing with the mirror. What's he doing with the mirror?
Was macht der da? Bro, du hast keine Chance mehr. Was probierst du? Digga, was probiert der da?
I'm pretty sure they're giving him call-outs, trying to convince him to come out of there as they fire more rounds into the cab to try and motivate him to get out of the cab of that truck. And hopefully he realizes here he's on the losing end of this particular battle right now. There's just really nowhere for him to go.
Er muss jetzt raus, Bro.
These officers that are right in front of him, and I think we can probably surmise what might happen next if he tries to ram these police officers. It's just not going to end well for
Das war's.
And so twice now they've tried to deploy the dog, and he keeps closing himself back into the cab.
Der arme Hund.
And we'll just see, maybe perhaps they'll be able to entice.
Ich sag euch ehrlich, ich würde aber auch nicht rausgehen, weil ich Angst vor Hunden hätte, die mich so angreifen. Ich würde so schreien, ohne Hund bitte. Geht ohne Hund. Was macht, Digga, zieht er sich um? Ich check, aber Chat, wirklich, ich check kein bisschen, was der Typ da gerade vorhat. Es macht wirklich 0,0 Sinn.
It's hard to imagine that he's able to breathe inside that cab with all that pepper gas, pepper spray, those cartridges going inside to the cab there.
Ich will ehrlich sehen, wie der Typ ausschaut.
Right now, would he rather try and stay in there and sustain the pepper gas, or perhaps be taken down by the K9? And I think he has voted through his actions that he is not going to get out of that cab until he.
Okay, jetzt kommen noch mehr Pfefferspray. Er ist ausgezogen, glaube ich. Er versucht das so rauszuwehen. Er versucht das direkt rauszuwehen. Bro, er ist halb nackt.
He's got his shirt off, and he's using whatever he can to try and fan out the gas that's inside the cab.
Aber Bruder, deine Position ist aussichtslos.
To try and breathe. He just doesn't want to come out of the cab right now.
Er will ehrlich nicht raus.
Officers advancing.
Oh, jetzt geht's ab.
opening the door.
Jetzt geht's ab.
They got him at gunpoint. Dog's inside the cab.
Und ist drinne.
Inside the cab. I gotta think that's gonna motivate him to get out of that cab. He's kicking the dog right now.
Oh nein, Digga, lass doch den Hund in Ruhe.
Trying to get the dog off of him. Officers still got him at gunpoint.
Okay, jetzt Laser. Digga.
And he keeps trying to stay in there.
Er bleibt drinne. Er bleibt drinne. Juras, danke für den 5.
Okay, so
Bro, er bleibt drinnen, nachdem er von einem Hund angegriffen wurde, 6 Polizisten direkt vor sich hat und die Polizei geht wieder zurück.
But they have now backed off. They're back in their positions by their patrol car.
Ich bin mega verwirrt gerade einfach.
And now the standoff continues right now. Okay, doors opening again. He's got his hands up.
Er schreit.
He seems to be complying, following officers' directions. Down on his knees, hands out. Actually, he's sitting
Er hat
down.
aber eine lange Socke. Er hat lange Socken. Das war's. Boah, er sieht aber nicht sehr gesund aus. Bro, zum Glück haben die ihn gepackt. Digga, was ein verrückter Typ. Was ein verrückter Typ. Junge, wie der Typ gefahren ist, ne? Ich weiß nicht, ob das für amerikanische Verhältnisse normaler Standard ist, aber Bro. Digga. Ehrlich verrückt. Wirklich verrückt. Vor allem, der hat auch nicht nachgelassen. Er hat so festgehalten. Er wollte unbedingt durchziehen. Er hat so an seinem Ziel festgehalten, da rauszukommen, obwohl es so komplett sinnlos war. Wenn er... Oh mein Gott. Digga, seine Hose. Wenn er diese Energie mal in was Positives stecken würde, das wäre gut. Diese Energie in was Positives zu stecken. Was zur Hölle? Geisteskrank. Na, das klang nach einem Lehrerspruch. Bruder, stimmt doch! Bruder, das war die dümmste Situation, in die er sich hätte reinreiten können. Er gibt 0,0 auf, obwohl er so krass reingeschissen hat. Okay, das war's. Da kommt einfach direkt Ding. Weihnachtsmusik. Was ein Stream, Digga. Es kommt einfach direkt Weihnachtsmusik, Junge.